Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Ravens still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big
win all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Van Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. It's now a 7-0 game. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isabella not going to risk a return here. They'll start at the 25. First and 10, Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. The try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
First carry for Najee Harris. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He completes it to Ridley. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he?
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
4th and short. I mean, this would be a really risky call here in the first quarter.
Wrong side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Gun, Stafford. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. A gain of 5, but now leads to a 4th and goal. Wow, he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is clear catch 6, 9, 9. Fourth down, Stafford. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Well, the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete. Now Mason Crosby on for a field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw, it's Mahomes. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 45 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want...
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. And it'll be 4th down. for it. This is Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Mooney. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. And Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up, and we're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. Back to throw, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And to get deep on me here, I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. When we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Stafford on third down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ambry Thomas. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on second down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And again, it's Mahomes.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say that was the play of the game.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not his best throw.
I'm about to get heavy on Madden, bro. I need to learn those.
He's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has.
Nah, I got it. I got it. I'm just ass.
But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Stafford's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Final minute now of the third quarter. Stafford. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Kyle Van Noy from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they're going to get this down near the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian Kirk, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
Yo, why are you doing him like this?
Thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman.
Oh my, why are you doing him like this?
Keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Oh my
Take
God.
this up only to about his 18-yard line. They
He's
get
going
2
quick.
yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. Being chased out left. Now he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes now on 1st down.
He a warrior if he don't quit, bro.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Stafford now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Throwing here, Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Oh my god, that was a hell game, bro. That was a fucking hell game. You said what?
Yo, Chris, I thought he's gonna let him score, bro. Damn. Uh,
I don't do slip screens.